jumper is good. Lamar, basket and one. 6 points back. Bulacan knocks down the 3. Steal, Yam Bing, look out. William Bing throws it down. Laddie sees a gap and throws it down early. Sergio, what a bootcut jam! Oh my God! Fidel, for 3.
Tuloy-tuloy ang aksyon despite the weather here at the PhilOil Center in San Juan. As we have a triple header this Thursday. A lot of implications moving forward sa ating mga laro. Bulacan, PACQUIAO'S trying to stay alive in the playoff race. Samantala, Pasig City wants to have a better position in the North Division standings. And kung first game, Bulacan versus Pasig. Susunod ang Bataan kontra Abra. And then Paranaque will take on Basilan. We'll start off our first game. Punta na natin si Richard Tapos for starters.
Here's the starting unit for the Bulacan PACQUIAO'S, the Generals. Forward number 35, Eugene Gonzalez. Playing center number 31, March De Leon. Guard number 13, Andre Acop. Also at guard number 12, Joshua Moralejo. And at forward number 1, Mark Barrera. The head coach is Alan Salangsang, assisted by Pao Paggalinawan, Jerby Glorioso, Joshua Tan, Jeron Marin, Charlie So, Con Pagdangaran, Rap Tumale, Terence Reyes, Norman Domingo, and John Paul Rivera. The team managers are Rolly Barredo and Paul Guevara. The team owner is Kuya Jonathan C. Alvarado. The starting 5 for the Pasig City. Forward number 32, Paul Lopez. Playing center number 29, Jacob Galicia. At guard number 11, Keith Pido. The other guard number 8, Aaron Estacio. Small forward number 1, the air show, Warlo Batak. The head coach is Arvin Quinto, assisted by Richard Rosales and Brian Zapanta. The team owner is Mr. Buddy Encarnado. The game officials are crew chief Jay Francisco.
Starting 5 brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Bulacan PACQUIAO'S begin with Joshua Moralejo, Andre Acop, March De Leon, Mark Barrera, and Eugene Gonzalez. For Pasig City, they have Keith Pido, Aaron Estacio, Jacob Galicia, Mark Lopez, and Orlo Batak. Game officials, Jay Francisco, Ramon Santiago Jr., June Versosa Jr. Fourth referee is Anthony Lunar. The tip going to the side of the guys in white. Pamantang tira, pasok yan para kay Andre Acop. By the way, Ken Pangilinan kasama si Coach Juanito Gregorio. At courtside, may have Miss Gianna Lianes. Maulan ngayon, Coach Juanito.
Oo, tama. Iba ang weather natin, kaya hopefully, nag-iingat ang lahat. May dalang payong, may dalang kapote. Dahil malamig ang ating panahon. Pati tayo, nagkakasakit na.
Oo.
Ang ating mga miyembro dito sa MPBL. Kaya mag-iingat po ang lahat.
Last 2 standing yata kami ni Coach Juanito.
Oo. Na nagpaparamdam na rin.
Nagbabadya na ba? Pero on a more serious note, sa ating mga kaliga, please stay safe, stay dry while watching the games. Alam ko, suspendido rin yung mga pasok, pati
Yes,
yung mga
that's
government work today in Metro Manila. Saka yung tito-tita ko galing Pangasinan, napilitan umuwi. Dahil nga sa sama ng panahon in the north.
Even yung mga flights na-cancel. I've seen some guys that are stuck in the airport because of the bad weather that we are having. Pero buti na lang dito sa San Juan, medyo mas kalmado ang ating weather. Kaya tuloy ang ating aksyon dito sa MPBL.
Oo, bukas may scheduled flight kami papuntang Ilagan because we'll have the home game of the Cowboys on Saturday at the Capital Arena.
You've been there, right?
Yeah, I've been there 3 times. couple of times. Mark Barrera strokes in a free 5-0 in favor of Bulacan.
Exciting ating mga laro bukas. But here, it's the Bulacan Cuyas who are starting out very strong. We want to be able to take advantage of what seems like a depleted Pasig City team.
First basket for Pasig City. Patak got wiped out by a screen by Eugene Gonzalez. He will be called for an offensive foul. Play of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Jacob Galicia, just a good drop step. Will be playing the center position to start the ball game. We're used to seeing him start at the 4, pero ngayon dahil nga depleted ang lineup nito, and I'm hearing Mike Lambino is not 100% going to today's ball game. Jacob Galicia may be playing the 5 a lot more.
4 games lang tayo this week. Kahapon wala tayong laro. Bukas wala din dahil nga babiyahe tayo patungong Ilagan. Sa Sabado na po yung susunod nating laro. Double header at the Capital Arena. Sumugod si Warlo Batak.
I'm interested how Warlo Batak will be playing today's ball game. Before the start of the game, actually, parang kaibigan niya lahat ng taga Bulacan because he is a hometown hero in Bulacan. So, parang paglabas niya nung dugout, lahat nakipagkwentuhan siya, coach man o player man. But it's always different when you now step onto the court and the game starts. The competition turns out different. So, I do want to see how he will play today's ball game.
Meron din kasi silang liga dyan sa Bulacan na the best of the best.
Yes.
Kada town.
Yes. Makata Cup, if I'm not
Oo,
mistaken.
yun. Mark Barrera for free. Puts it in. Solid start for the Bulacan Cuyas.
A strong start na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. If you are a younger team that's going up against a playoff team, you want to be able to start strong and surprise them. It's a 10-2 start in favor of Bulacan.
This 3-point shot brought to you by the Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers. Pasig City forced to call an early timeout.
Welcome back to the MPBL. Ayon sa Pasig, they cannot take this game lightly. In their words, ang Bulacan ang tipong team na kung tatalikuran mo sila, bigla kang tatalunin na hindi mo ine-expect. Kaya alertness ang focus nila ngayon. Pasig is facing a number of injuries including Mike Lambino, Jerome Garcia, Mark Maloles, and John Gabriel, with only John confirmed to make his return by next game. Sabi nga ni Coach Arvin, wala naman problema sa skills ng kanyang kuponan. Sa decision-making lang sila kailangan mag-improve. Specifically, when to take the shot, when to react, and their tenacity. So that's what they're working on for this game and their next games. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna Llanes. And these are the games that Pasig City is supposed to win, especially if they want to move on safely into the next round.
Well, they are only 3 games apart from the number 6 position. They were playing the number 4 and 5 after maybe a little struggle ngayon. They dropped down to number 8. But they're only 3 games behind number 6. But they're also 3 games ahead of number 11. So they don't want to be out of that playoff race. And one team that's knocking on the door is the Bulacan Cuyas.
Bulacan, they're actually on the brink of elimination already because yung number 9 and number 10 meron ng tig-8 panalo, no?
Yes.
That's Bataan, who's gonna play later, and Quezon City. Joshua Moralejo on the right side. They are up by 8 points. Makes his move, pulls up, short. Offensive rebound and put back from March De Leon.
But the rebounding end, talagang kontrolado na ng Bulacan. Everything is going their way, even hustling for the rebound. That's giving them already a double-digit lead here in the first quarter.
Batak, pocket pass to Mark Lopez. Found himself open. The follow-up by Batak is good, plus the foul.
They want to be able to get a run early itong Pasig. Remember them the last game, the first quarter, the score was 44-14. And itong Abra just never looked back against Pasig. You don't want that kind of a same start against a team like Bulacan that can give them a strong confidence going towards the ball game. So as early as now, you have to make your adjustments and you have to be able to come back.
MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Warlo Batak, during the off-season, he had options to move on to other teams. Kabilang yung Bulacan doon. May Kawayan was also part of the conversation, as well as, if I'm not mistaken, Jensen. So the prospect of him playing for his home province was certainly there. Alam natin yan, proud Bulacan yan si Warlo Batak. But yung loyalty niya, no, with Pasig, yun yung nanaig. And now, earning himself a second consecutive All-Star appearance. At starter pa yun di ba? Sa North.
Yes, he is. And excited tayo, of course. This coming August 29, our All-Star game will be in Montalban, Rizal. Pero talking about Warlo Batak, you know, he was given that most improved player of the year. Siguro ang feeling niya is hindi pa siya masaya with the kind of improvement. There's more to his growth. And him jumping could surprise his growth, kaya he stayed with the team that gave him that opportunity.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL, and it turned out to be a tremendous decision considering the blueprint that he has laid out this year for Pasig City. 3 game winners. You were part of 2, I think.
Yes. No, I was part of 3.
Lahat,
Just realized,
lahat pala.
yes.
Yung sa Mindoro, Valenzuela, and what's the other one?
Ano ba yung pinakauna? Yung pinakauna yung talagang spin move to... Oh no, I forgot.
Mindoro, Valenzuela, ano nga isa pa? Mamaya, maalala natin yan.
Babalik yan.
Ano rin yun contender din yun Pasilan.
Yes, that's right. That's
That
right.
was the very first one.
The fourth quarter comeback. Oo, tama.
Jacob Galicia. Fouled by Marge De Leon.
Ito yung strength ni Jacob Galicia. Either he is on the mid-range or probably deep inside. That one-on-one against Jacob Galicia is very hard to defend. He reminds me of an old-school guy in Jermaine O'Neal. You know, someone who had a mid-range, someone who can attack. He looks like a local version of him. Diba? Ganong-ganong klase. And talagang yung main strength is yung mid-range jumper.
Warlo Batak bounced it off the back of Jeremy Cruz.
Subukang makadaya nitong si Warlo Batak.
Parang master mo yung ganyang galaw, Coach Juanito.
Subukan lang. Pag nakatalikod, kasi una mong titignan niya kung nakatalikod yung defender. I think I've only made it, twice in my whole career na successful Yung subok, ibang tanong yon.
Hindi pa ang hirap kasi gawin yan.
Mahirap, mahirap.
Pabandang tira, pasok yan para kay Jem Cruz. 18-9 is the score. Keith Pido. Pass to Japs Bautista, backing down Jem Cruz. Bounce pass inside. Pido will pull it back out. Just 7 seconds left on their shot clock. Bailed out by a foul.
Lucky break. Para kay Keith Pido.
Si Joshua Moralejo, tinawagan ng foul.
He's saying that he touched the palm and there's a ruling that when you hit it on the release at tinamaan yung palm, there should be no foul. Pero hindi kasi natin alam, he could only feel like it was the palm, pero ang tinamaan pala is the forearm. So, Coach Alan Salangsang did not use his challenge there. Ayun. Good call ng referee doon. Hit the bottom of the wrist area.
The wrist.
Hit Pido.
Robo Espinosa will replace Joshua Moralejo. Si Mark Barrera papalitan din ni Jonathan Medina. 7-point lead enjoyed by the Cuyas. Playing without Aaron Acop na bagong kasal. Start of the month, kinasal yan si Aaron, no? Kay Pamela. Congratulations to Aaron and Pamela. Aaron, their second leading scorer, has missed their past couple of games. Fadeaway jumper. Pasok yan para kay Kenneth Castillo.
These are not easy shots that Bulacan are making. These are shots that's well defended, out of system, pero somehow the confidence is giving them the mix.
Jumper by Batak is off. Medina with a basketball. Chance to go up by double figures. But they throw it away. Nice assist up ahead. Mintis lang. Pinagkait ng assist si Warlo Bata, pero nandoon rebound plus 2 points para kay Jacob Galicia.
Si Jacob Galicia ang nabiyayaan sa play na yon, but nevertheless, it's still gonna be 2 points for Pasig. That's not the best pass of a pick and pop. Turns in turnover para dito sa Bulacan.
Under 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Jem Cruz can't get that one to fall.
Hindi na ng pagana yung flex action doon. One cutter to the middle, then one was going outside. Jem just neglected everything, tried to go for the shot. But here he is making the stop.
Jem Cruz sumalaksak sa loob, lays it in.
I've always thought that this was an underrated part of Jem Cruz's game. He was always known as a shooter, someone who can shoot it off a catch or off a dribble, but when it needed, he can always attack that basketball.
Yung mga mata niya thinking going to the left, pero sa kanan pa rin dumaan. Baseline inbound para sa mga naka-asul. Romenes to Jacob Galicia. Couple of bounces, but it rims out. Espinosa. Pass to Jem Cruz. Wide open for free. Too strong. Pasig City dodging a bullet. Jerome Garcia thought he got fouled. There was a bump, but no whistle.
Seems to be a little uncomfortable etong si Jay Gars, as we heard from Gianna earlier that he is still nursing a minor injury. Etong si Jay Gars, obviously on that attack, did not seem very aggressive. He has that thick brace on his left ankle, so let's see. Pero shooting naman hindi maapektuhan etong si Jay Gars, at yun, nakakuha pa ng foul against another shooter in Harold Benedictos.
The Malolos Bulacan native committing a foul. Tatlong free throws ibibigay kay Jerome Garcia. Averaging in double figures this season. A little over 11 points per ball game for Jay Gars. Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play. Or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Let me correct myself. 12 points per ball game si Jay Gars.
Family always in attendance wherever he is.
Tsaka si Kuya Jack. Ayun, mintis lang. Pareho. Last 2 free throws missed. Under 2 minutes left in the first. Cruz kicks it out. Jonathan Medina, who's been shooting decently from that distance, knocks down a 3. Bawi naman agad sa kabila si Jerome Garcia.
Dito magan, he only needed 4 seconds into the shot clock. Jay Gars saw an opportunity to answer the 3 on the other end. Kita mo naman, Coach Alan Salangsang not happy with the way they recovered on defense. The lead is back down to 8.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Happy to have you with us on a Thursday afternoon. Commissioner Emerson Oreta, Zaldir Lubed, Rudy Distrito, Ascom Satar Macantal. Sabay-sabay kami niyan. Bukas, lilipad. Patungong Ilagan, Isabela. Si ano rin, si Lyra at si Coach Mike. Sana walang maiwan sa amin dito.
Si Coach Mike panigurado hindi. Yun ang pinakamalapit eh.
Oo nga.
Sa airport eh. Tatawid lang yun eh.
Skyway lang yun.
Pero pag naiwan o na-late si Coach Mike, hindi natin titigilan sa mga asar natin niya. Kasi ang lapit mo na Coach Mike eh.
Tsaka hindi nalilate yun.
Oo. Dala kaya niya yung buong bag niya bukas. Yun ang yung kanyang buong... diba? Ang daming dala nun lagi eh.
Oo. Si Daphne Cristobal, by the way, nanonood. Hindi rin nalilate yun. Sa chismis. Jem Cruz, natapik.
Napanood ko yung IG niya. Meron pang sari-sariling diba? Yung mga versions ng happy, sad.
Oh, daming alam yun. 25-17, under a minute left in the first quarter. And Castillo, kanina pa nalilibre yung mga
Mid-range.
outside shots na itong Bulacan.
27 points. This is too much para dito sa Pasig. They've been giving up a lot of points. The same way they did against Abra. They're struggling in the first quarter defensively.
Flat start ulit para sa Pasig. Benedictus bumitaw sa tres. Got the friendly bounce.
Yung sinasabi nila, the shooter's bounce. You know, either that spin would always allow the ball to come back in on a good way, and Herald Benedictus might be a little strong on that attempt, pero bumalik ang bola, getting the lead up to 13 for Bulacan.
About a 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Garcia moves closer and he will go back to the free throw line for 2 shots.
Something that we're seeing on the side of Pasig is there's limited depth on the bench. There's no Mark Maloles, there's no John Gabriel, Jay Gars is not comfortable, Mike Lambino is not 100%. So yung production nila off the bench is very limited. So now the second unit, the guys who are not used to playing, they're now given an opportunity. Pero so far, hindi pa maganda ang production nito pinasok dito.
Jay Gars hits his first free throw. 2 out of 4 so far today. Sablay yung pangalawa. Bulacan a chance to close out the first quarter with a basket. Pinabayaan na naman. Gabo Espinosa off to the left. Garcia has time. Just could not put it in. That's the end of quarter number 1. And the defense of Pasig needs some work. A lot of open looks para dito sa Bulacan.
Well, not just some work, they need a lot of work on their defensive end. Offensively, they were doing some good damage. They were able to create for Jacob Galicia. Warlo Batak has been able to create, but defensively, masyadong maraming naipapasok etong Bulacan. Life has been easy in terms of scoring, either from the inside, the outside, or the mid-range. Bulacan has been playing steady in the first quarter.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas.
Inyo kami at babalik kami sa August 8 sa The Capital Arena, Ilagan, Isabela.
Also, to everybody in the MPBL community, please watch Rizal versus Pasay, 5 p.m. and Mekawayan versus Ilagan on the main game at 7 p.m. Hope to see you guys there.
See you there.
All right, we will be in Ilagan, Isabela on Saturday at the Capital Arena. First game at 5 p.m. Rizal versus Pasay, and then the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys will defend their turf. Kalaban ang Mekawayan, Barilao Gems.
Ganda parehas na laro, no? Both are really very important ball games in terms of playoff implications. So, we're sure that both games will be action-packed. Nakita po tayo dyan sa Ilagan, Isabela.
At sakto rin dahil kung di ako nagkakamali ay kaarawan ngayon ni Boss Geo Diaz, the team owner of the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys.
Siniming na nila yan, panigurado.
Oo nga.
Ano na yan, parang celebration, to post-game. Isang kulang na lang dyan, kulang na lang nila yung panalo.
Tama. By the way, speaking of celebration, Alex Ayala winning again earlier. Nanood ka ba kanina?
Oo, medyo mas mahirap yung panalo kanina.
Nag 3 sets eh.
Oo, 7-5 on the last set.
Si Alicia very intense din.
Matibay din ang serve.
Oo, yung serve, no? Saka tangkad 6-footer. Laban sa 5'9". Kita mo yung field goal shooting ng Bulacan, Coach Juanito, itong first quarter. Napakataas yan.
Oh.
Uy! Bimihira mangyari yan. Buti na lang, puro 6-footer yun nandun. Kaya nila abutin.
Yun yung saktong-sakto yung hangin. Ayun, no? Ops! Uy! Doon, natigil sa taas.
Pahinga muna ako dito. Muulan 30-18. Sumasabay sa panahon yung bola.
Mahirap na nga yung ipitin dun sa gitna Mas mahirap yung patigilin mo dun sa gitna.
Joshua Moralejo is back in. Will take a long 2-point shot. No good. Estacio bring the ball down for Pasig. Sa poste, Japs Bautista. Pinakiramdaman yung katawan doon ni Jonathan Medina. And Medina will pick up a foul.
Maybe in a time like this, what you need is a veteran to step up. Japs Bautista might be the guy. Someone who can score it off the post or the outside. Simulan man lang yung magandang energy para dito sa Pasig.
Meanwhile, let's go to Gianna Llanes.
This is the last 6 games of the eliminations for Bulacan, kaya sabi ni Coach Alan na ang goal nila ay makapanalo ng at least half of those games. They know there is a slim chance to get into the playoffs, pero masaya rin siya dahil at least na-improve nila ang standing ng Bulacan from last season. He admits one of their biggest challenges naman this season is that they are undersized. So already looking into next season, Coach Alan wants to add a big man. He does think, however, that size-wise, they are a good matchup with Pasig today, which has been working in their favor. Ken and Juanito?
Maraming salamat, Gianna. Kasi itong Pasig undersized din Wala,
Yes.
parang ang pinaka-legitimate center na nila is John Gabriel. And already surpassing their win total last season, which they were, if I'm not mistaken, 3-25.
Not just that, it's the way they fight in every game. Alam nila ngayon, hindi na sila pwedeng maliitin. So even the big teams prepare well for Bulacan because this is a team that really competes hard.
Warlo Batak takes off. He will score despite the contact, and a bonus free throw coming up.
The comfort zone niya ni Warlo Batak, the open court off of a steal, and he was able to find a way in getting the bump and the basket right there.
Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker, unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
Actually, kanina kwentuhan ko si Herald Benedictos. They're actually already excited for next season. Alam nila na magandang jump-off point etong season na to. They're fighting it out. They know that they have good pieces and they're already starting their hunt for that big man that can help them out in moving forward towards the next season. So, there is something to look forward to for this Bulacan team because as early as now, they're already preparing for years to come.
Yun yung isa sa magandang tunan ng pansin. Obviously, there are teams na stacked with talent, the Abras, the San Juans, the Caloocans. But you also would like to see a team build it from the ground up, no? Kagaya nitong gustong gawin ngayon ng Bulacan.
Yung may continuity. It's always a nice story. If there is a team that can start out from the bottom, stick with the same people, with the same talents, and then eventually move forward with it. One team, that we saw, Bataan. That's the way they started it. It's the same people up to today and they're battling it out. Pero dito, ayun, may sipa galing kay Japs Bautista.
Si Samurai, walang espada. Ginamit yung paa. Ano naman yung nickname ni Japs na Samurai?
Ay nga ba the Samurai?
Opo, si Chua yata
Minsan ba yung mga nickname na alam mo lang pero hindi mo alam bakit?
Oo. Pero yun nga, because mukha daw yun, pasupal si Japs Bautista. Estacio decelerating and scoring for Pasig. Just like that, they cut the lead down to 6.
The zone is actually making life hard. They're playing better defense. They're just moving around off of those ball swings at mas nagkakaroon ng pagkakataon to make the stops.
Bulacan beginning to miss from the outside. Vico Dizon. Pass to Jem Cruz. Another attempt from 3. No good.
Quite weird that he is missing a lot of threes. He was the earliest one on the court shooting around para dito sa Bulacan, and he was not missing earlier. Siguro, posible ba talaga yun? Nauubos sa warm-up yung kanyang mga shooting.
May foul laban sa Bulacan. Background game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
Deceleration. Alam niya na si Josh was trying to go for that block attempt. Used his small space to his advantage, able to get the 2, and just like that, anin na lang kalangangan ng Bulacan.
Estacio. Corpus offering that screen. Estacio does not use it. Di tumama sa ring. Batak will attack. Galicia gets it back. 3-point shot by Bautista pops out. Rebound, Vico Dizon.
Good shot attempts para dito sa Pasig, just could not get anything going.
Dizon off the nice bounce pass from Andre Jacob. He will finish plus the foul.
Sa kaya di mga 4-point swing in favor of your opponent after 3 good attempts. They were not able to recover well on the defensive end that gets the foul. And the bonus is Vico Dizon.
Every game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
It is back to 8 in favor of Bulacan.
Dizon hits the free throw. Balik sa siyam ang lamang ng Bulacan. Batak. Deflected, recovered by Galicia. Kicks it out again to Batak for 3. Short. He was able to track it down, send it to Felix Corpus. Batak cross-court pass to Japs Bautista. Off the dribble. Umihip. Mintis yung kanyang tira.
Another defense by Bulacan there.
Akop dumps it down low. Pumersa sa ilalim si March De Leon. Too strong on the attempt. But the follow-up is good from Vico Dizon.
Rebounding has been a problem right now para dito sa Pasig. Everything has been going to the side of Bulacan. The rebounding story right now, parehas, 21. But here in the second quarter,
Mas madami.
marami. It's a good extra pass. Getting that open shot for Jacob Galicia.
9-point advantage for the Bulacan Cuyas. Benedictos from the corner. Batak. The pass to Galicia. Jacob Galicia with back-to-back baskets.
Might not be the tallest big man for any team, but the patience, the footwork, that's elite para kay Jacob Galicia. That's why he is one of the best bigs here in the league, just because of his pure patience.
Saka gusto ko kay Jacob Galicia. Ito, isa rin yan. A big with the ability to run the floor. 6 straight points for Jacob Galicia.
A guy who will always put his heart whenever he is playing. Kaya every after game, makita mo laging hingal. Itong si Jacob Galicia, once again, he gets the fast break right here. He has 4 in the quarter, just talking about fast breaks. And just like that, they have cut the lead down to 5.
And a strong showing for Jacob Galicia. 34 minutes and 45 seconds left in the second quarter. On August 8, Saturday, kita-its po tayo sa Capital Arena in Ilagan, Isabela, 5 p.m. game. Rizal versus Pasay, followed by the Maykawayan Marilao Gems and the Ilagan Isabela Cowboys. Coach Mike Sagigit and the One Bataan Risers will challenge the defending champions later, the Abra Solid North Weavers in our second game. Jeff Cruz nakawala. Goes for the reverse. Lays it in, plus the foul.
Well, that's gonna be the weakness of a zone. You wanna load one side para lahat ng defenders mag-adjust. The weak side will be non-existent. Let's watch this again. Off of a 2 versus 1. Jem Cruz flashes to the middle. Late ang recovery. Forces a foul on the back end. At yun, basket and 1 para kay Jem Cruz.
Ginawa nga lang yung kanyang free throw. 37-30. Kuya still in front. Pido. His jumper will roll out. Andre Akop. Couple of hard dribbles. Sabi sa'yo eh. Gusto magpahinga ng bola ngayon.
Pangalawa na yan. In 1/2 on the first game. It barely happens in a day.
Oh, yan oh. Kailangan niya ng kumot sa kaunan.
Siya naman daw ang pagpahingahin natin.
May foul na tinawag against Bulacan. Keith Pido at the free throw line. Under 4 minutes left. Pido hits his first free throw.
Definitely more playing time for Keith Pido and Aaron Estacio in today's ball game. There is no Mark Maloles para sa Pasig City. So these 2 point guards will have to do most of the work. At against a team like Bulacan, medyo paguran ito dahil alam natin ang Bulacan tatakbo at tatakbo.
This free throw brought to you by Extreme, subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 5-point lead. Enjoyed by Bulacan. Pasig City sticking with that zone. It frees up Benedictos. Can't nail the 3. Another offensive rebound given up. And a foul whistle on Pasig City.
That's going to be the weakness of a zone because you don't really know who to box out when you are playing the zone. So medyo magkakaroon ng scramble. You would hope that it falls on your hands, pero on a 50-50 ball, it will usually go to the taller guy, which in this time, it was Marge De Leon.
De Leon makes the first free throw. Bulacan looking to snap an 8-game losing streak. A timeout by Pasig City. 3:32 left in the second quarter.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sekreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Third time here at the Phil Oil Center. Diego Garcia and Pasig City looking to catch up. Jem Cruz and the Bulacan Kuyas looking to end their drought. Their last win was almost 2 months ago against the Negros Hacienderos. Batak pass to Jerome Garcia. Shoots it over Andre Akop.
Very simple flare play to give it up to the shooter. Basic basketball, but sometimes it's the one that will work. Hustle by Batak will give them a fast break.
Marlon Batak tried to slam it down. But good thing, nobody from Bulacan went back on defense.
Buti nabawi. Nakita ko na si Coach Arvin eh. Umiling na eh. Buti nahila ng mga assistant coach dahil if that was a miss in a rebound for Bulacan, that would have hurt.
Benedictos, wala. Galicia nakuha yung rebound. Pagkakataon na tumabla o lumamang para sa Pasig City. Late yung pasa. Galicia was free. Instead, a 4-point swing. March De Leon making them pay on the other end.
We cannot really force errors against Bulacan because the bigs can run. All 5 guys will continue to run. So if you have an error, then do expect that there is something easy coming the other way.
Galicia again. Imposing his will down low.
One thing that's working for them is points in the paint. That's point number 24. Pero sa kabilang panig, they're only using 7 seconds of the shot clock. Andre Acop attacks early.
Straight line to the cup for Andre Acop. 43-39, under 2 minutes left in the first half. Galicia sizing up the defense of March De Leon. Straightaway jumper by Galicia is good.
Once again, it was on the low post, the mid-range basket off a feather. Jacob Galicia, specialty of the house.
Acop ginugulo ni Keith Pido. He was forced into an 8-second backcourt violation.
Napakahirap gawin yan kay Keith Pido. You know, he is a guy that will have his body, he can absorb any contact. He has his hand very active. But then when you switch your side, when you change directions, ang bilis din ng recovery ni Keith Pido. Kaya napakahirap itawid ang bola if you're going one-on-one against Keith Pido. The best way really, give up that basketball.
Pinasok sa loob si Michael Lambino. Garcia. Runner from Jay Gars. He hits it and ties the ball game up at 43 apiece.
I want to see how Mike Lambino will be healthy here. How he can help, but so far, the first thing he does is get a foul.
And give up a basket to Bulacan. That's one part of his game that needs some work. No? Yung penchant of giving up those silly fouls. Manny Pay, the digital wallet, built for the community.
I haven't really watched him in college, but I do assume that he was a guy that was tall, very athletic, so he could really defend a lot of a lot up top, getting the blocks, probably just talagang nakakakuha siya ng, he could bother the shot. So here against taller guys, much more talented, hindi pa siya fully nakaka-adjust in that sense.
Jacob Galicia heating up in the second quarter. Piling up the points, 46-45. Medina, a 36% three-point shooter, knocks down his second three.
Well, that's something that he just worked on. You know, he started the season with Marikina. We didn't see a lot of those outside shots, but towards the rest of the season, continued to work on it, and now he's much more comfortable shooting it from the outside.
Medina, this time attacks. Kicks it out, Benedictos found himself 3 for a free. Keith Pido, the pass ahead, Garcia unable to catch it, leaving 4.7 seconds.
The pass was too strong. That's a good intent, just not the best execution for Keith Pido. Jay Gars was not ready for that strong pass.
Moralejo has time. De Leon will take the three. Tapos. At dyan nagtatapos ang ating first half. Lumaki ang lamang ng Bulacan. Up by double figures, but behind Jerome Garcia and Jacob Galicia especially, who had 18 points in the first half. A double-double already para sa kanya.
Well, he's been carrying the team. We've talked about guys who are not here para dito sa Pasig. A lot of guys who are not 100%. Someone needed to step up. The name is Jacob Galicia. We're only in the first half, pero 18 and 10 na yan para kay Jacob.
Score the half 49-45 in favor of Bulacan.
Sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa.
Inaabangan talaga year after year because the best of the best are here. At
he wants the crowd to get into this, ladies and gentlemen.
wow!
this year.
Welcome to the MPBL.
Tayin nyo kami at babalik kami sa August 8 sa The Capital Arena, Ilagan, Isabela.
Also, to everybody in the MPBL community, please watch Rizal versus Pasay, 5 p.m. and Kawayan versus Ilagan on the main game at 7 p.m. Hope to see you guys there.
See you there.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kubunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat bayay di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas, at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kubunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL, Maharlika Pilipinas Basketball League. Ang bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang kupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na! MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. MPBL na! Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas at Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan na yumayanig kapag nag 3 points na. Bawat baya'y di patatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano ang mangyari, sama-sama tayo. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y
Score at the half, 49-45. Bulacan leads by 4 kontra Pasig City. And, hindi pa lumalamang ang Pasig sa larong ito. Bulacan led by as many as 13 points. Which one dito, nakita natin how at least in the first part of the first half, Bulacan just shooting much better, especially with those open looks from the outside. But Pasig City able to catch up late in the second quarter.
Yung first quarter na yan, it was really a very high-scoring first quarter, 30 points for Bulacan in total. Actually, they played better defense itong Pasig in the second quarter, only allowing 19 points. But it was really the high field goal percentage and the good three-point shooting that allowed Bulacan to start out strong in the first half. Inside scoring, going to the side of Pasig, led well, of course, by Jacob Galicia, but both teams are out and running. That's why our fast break points are pretty high in this ball game. But do expect that etong Pasig will be able to adjust here in the third quarter, especially with the Bulacan already struggling offensively.
Solid showing from March De Leon, leading them with 13 points. Jacob Galicia naman, meron ng 18 puntos para naman sa Pasig City. Third quarter underway. Joshua Moralejo, pull-up jumper will not go in. Keith Pido with the basketball for Pasig City. Bounce pass. Garcia forcing his way inside. Another foul drawn by Jay Gars.
That's a deep cut by Jay Gars. Good find by Keith Pido. Might have a case that might be all ball, pero si Coach Alan Salangsang does not want to take the risk early. 2 free throws for Jay Gars.
3 fouls against March De Leon. Garcia, 3 out of 6 from the free throw line. A total of 11 points for Jerome Garcia. MANNY Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. 2 for 2 this time from the line. March De Leon replaced by Mark Barrera. So Bulacan goes a bit smaller and faster with this lineup.
These are not the best shot attempts for Bulacan to start the quarter. These are early in the shot clock. 8 seconds in the first pass, tinitira agad nito mga Bulakenyo. So that these are not the best shot attempts. Coach Alan obviously not happy to start the quarter.
Batak makes his move. Got it back. Blocked from behind by Jem Cruz. Cruz bothered by Corpus. Moralejo. Kick out pass. Cruz off the dribble. Able to track down his own miss.
Better shot attempt by Jem Cruz, not forcing the issue on the outside, but okay, that's gonna be a block. The ball will stay with Bulacan.
8 seconds natira sa shot clock ng Bulacan. Inbound from the baseline. Moralejo bumitaw sa 3, wala.
0 out of 4 to start the third quarter itong Bulacan.
Tumatakbo ang Pasig City. Give and go. The connection between Garcia and Jacob Galicia. Tying this thing up at 49 apiece. Tumatakbo ulit ang Pasig City. Good pass. Galicia now has 22 points.
The running game has been to the comfort of Jacob Galicia. Every time Pasig is out and running, do expect someone to finish it for them. And he is Jacob Galicia. 4 straight points off of the fast break para kay Jacob.
First taste of the lead for Pasig City. Off the glass and in. Jem Cruz. Tabla ulit. 51 all.
Itong Bulacan sumasabay sa pace na itong Pasig. Pasig is forcing them to play very slow offensively. You see the defense that they are playing in. It's not really natural for Bulacan to play that way because this is a young team that likes playing quick. And so far, Pasig has been well in control here in this quarter.
Marlo Batak with a 3-point play opportunity foul against Andre Amo.
Battle of the athletics right there, and Warlo Batak winning the matchup.
Let's check in with Gianna Lianes.
Small town boy from Bulacan to now an MPBL All-Star starter, repping Pasig. Actually, Ken and Juanito, I covered Warlo's first game this season. Naalala ko na sinabi niyan that being an MPBL All-Star starter was actually one of his biggest goals for this season. Kwento rin ni Coach Arvin that the running joke within the Pasig team is that they didn't expect Warlo to have that honor, but he also adds that he deserves it more than anyone else. Coach Arvin jokes na most of the time, willing na magpakamatay si Warlo para manalo yung team. So he's truly an all-star because he makes his teammates better as well. They learn to reassure him na hindi niya kailangan buhatin ng buong koponan. They will fight for him too. Back to you guys.
Maraming salamat, G. I remember Warlo Batak during that game against Mikawayan Marilao. Jacob Galicia, by the way, already has 24 points. Nung nandun sila sa Malolos, Bulacan, they were up by 16 against Mikawayan. And eventually lost that one. Really took it hard. Yung pagkatalo nilang yon. He's a guy that wears his heart on his sleeve. Proud Bulacanyo, pero masaya rin siya, Juanito, no, na represent niya yung Pasig City.
Oh naman, kita mo naman na every time that he plays, there is always so much heart coming from Warlo Batak. You want that from every player that represents your city, and blessing ito para dito sa Pasig. That's why he already has 3 game winners here in the season.
Fast Break Game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL.
No, if there might be some guys that we may consider all-stars could have been, I think Jacob Galicia could have been a guy that could have been chosen for the all-star as well. He has a beautiful game right now with 24 points.
We've already revealed the all-star reserves for both the North and the South Division. Jay Gars, a couple of pump fakes, and the putback from Jerome Garcia. Moralejo settles for a free, follow-up by Cruz, no good. On the run, Pasig City, sidestep, Keith Pido. Head to the line for 2 shots.
Nahihirapan itong Bulacan to actually force stops on the running end of Pasig. Every time Pasig goes out and running, Bulacan is confused on what they want to give up. Do we want to give up an outside shot? Do we want to give them an attacking lane? Do we want to deny the extra pass? And so far, every decision Pasig has been making has been the right decision.
Garcia will get himself some rest. Extreme ang subok. Kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Keith Pido hits his first. Niluwa yung pangalawa. Carl Iben now on the floor for the Cuyas. Andre Acop. Ball swung to Benedictos, who shoots it. And ball sails out. Bola mapupunta sa Pasig City.
Same problem para dito sa Bulacan. Early on the ball swing, there was a hand in front, forces the shot right there. It's gonna be a miss for Herald Benedictos. It's been the same kind of struggle the whole third quarter para dito sa Bulacan.
Batak to Aaron Estacio. Bautista, blocked by Benedictos.
Yung short hesitation niya eh. Yun yung nagtigil at nakapagbalik dito kay Herald Benedictos. Pinag-isipan niya, tumingin ng onte. Is there a cutter? Is there someone inside? Decides to fire. Ayun, nasupal sa likod ni Herald Benedictos.
There were initial plans for Herald Benedictos to suit up for Pasig City because he played in Pasig Catholic College with Lester Tamayo.
Yes, that's right.
LGR, the official outfitter of the MPBL. But obviously, the pandemic happened. El Granada, Gary David. And Serrano, Jake Figueroa, John Uduba. And the Abra Solid North Weavers take on the One Bataan Risers later. 59-58. Past the halfway mark of the third. Romanes strokes in a free from the right corner.
This is what we were talking about in the first half with a lot of guys not available para dito sa Pasig. Someone has to be able to step up, and this guy might be a good magic bunot getting the 3 right there.
Pasig can extend their lead. Batak and Benedictos, 2 Malolos boys going at it. Batak takes the free. Jem Cruz the rebound. Numbers for Bulacan. Benedictos off the bounce. Last touch, Warlo Batak. 3-point shot brought to you by the Extreme Water Protected Speakers. Dive into music with Extreme Speakers.
Good swing to the corner, not the most open shot, but the confidence and the rhythm was on point para dito kay Robles.
Jem Cruz, pumihit. Si Ibe ang titira, wala. Another rebound, doubled up by Jacob Galicia. Batak the crossover. The up fake. The pass to the outside. Romenes lost control of the basketball. Turns it over.
Not the best scoring quarter para dito sa Bulacan. They've only scored 10 compared to 30 in the first quarter, 19 in the second quarter. Bumagal ang offense nitong Bulacan. They have to continue to get going with the way they played. Quick offense. They try to run every opportunity because in a slow game, mahihirapan sila against a veteran-laden team like Pasig.
Nag-slow down yung pace in favor of Pasig City. Bulacan forced to execute in the half court. And to be fair to them, nung una, nahuhulog yung mga tira nila sa labas. Pasig City was content on defending with that 2-3 zone earlier. But they have found the solution to that. Kaya sila naman ang lamang ngayon.
Coach Alan naman naghahanap ng magic bunot dito sa kanilang side because no one has been able to contribute really here in the third quarter.
May balita ulit para sa atin si Gianna Llanes.
Ken and Juanito, if you guys remember, Coach Arvin Ginto came in as the head coach of Pasig after the team's 6th game. Nagulat siya because the team had a 5-1 standing at the time. So he shares na it took Boss Buddy 4 hours from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. for him to accept the job. A few hours after was his first practice na as part of the team. Parte nga itong si Coach Arvin ng Bataan last season, but he said being a part of Pasig this season is a new feat. In his words, how do I uplift an already winning team with my new system? Pero buti daw andun si Boss Buddy to tell him that he made sure to build a team with players with the best attitudes. And also they have a captain ball in Japs Bautista, who the coaches respect and listen to as well. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Gianna. And in order for you to become a successful organization, everything and everyone has to be synced, from the team owner to the manager to the coach to the players. And si Coach Arvin na rin mismo yung nagulat. 5-1 yung Pasig, pumasok siya. And although he had an assistant coaching stint with Bataan, he was largely unproven as a head coach. Ngayon, with the support of Boss Buddy Internado, we're seeing them being somehow a contender in the North Division.
Actually, nagulat lahat. They really had a good start and then a coaching change. Gave Coach Arvin a few losses, pero pinakita rin ni Coach Arvin that he is well-deserving of still being the head coach. Was able to beat a few teams, was able to surprise Rizal with that big win.
Right.
And this is a team that's still looking to compete, although a lot of injuries. Of course, medyo kulang sila ngayon. But you see that every player has a fight in them the same way that they were able to come back in this ballgame.
Time out muna tayo, labang ang Pasig ng 7.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Sports Plus is the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Scan the QR code to play or visit www.sportsplus.ph. Meron na nagbaon ng kumot dito sa Phil Oil Center.
Naiinggit nga ako kay Mami. Dahil mukhang komportable siya dun sa kanyang dalang kumot.
Masarap matulog dito sa Phil Oil. Pero tuloy ang trabaho, tuloy ang aksyon. Commissioner Emerson Oreta, Saldery Lubid, and Rudy Distrito. Akala ko ikaw yung endorser ng Sports Plus.
Hindi ako yun.
Namalikmata ako
Hindi ako yun. Naguluhan na nga rin si Ma'am Rosel Nalito na rin.
Buti pinauunlaan mo kami dito.
Oo, ano lang pagmamahal na lang para sa trabaho. Pero malilito lang kayo ng kaunti.
yung ano eh, yung smug eh. Parehong-pareho eh.
Actually, matagal kong inaral yung smug eh. Bago ko na-post, sabi ko, kailangan ulit-ulitin ko bago ko maaral yung facial expression.
Benedictos continues to fire, continues to miss as well.
He loves that left wing, pero hindi gumagana so far. Now there's a push coming from Japs and Gonzalez here. Hindi nila gusto ang isa't isa. I want to see what happened. Usually nonchalant si Gonzalez eh.
They were on each other's face. Ayun, Bulacan.
I think there was an accidental elbow by Japs Bautista na hindi nagustuhan ni Gonzalez na ngayon nagkatapat, nagkabuhol.
And Jap sold it a bit. he knew it.
Oh, ito yung sinasabi natin, yung mga veterano pag pumasok, alam na nila yung mind games dito eh. You know, he knew that what he did was accidental. It gave a reaction to Gonzalez. You know, the young kids will always have a lot more emotions, especially in a close game like this. At yun, si Gonzalez ang mapipituhan ng technical.
That wasn't really a hard push from Gonzalez. Pero ito yun, meron, ayan.
Yun sa box-out sequence.
Nagkatamaan na sila. Ayan, nagkaambahan. Yung tulak yung gusto natin makita din. No? Because at least from my point of view, it did not look like much. But obviously, Japs Bautista, the veteran that he is. Kasi kung normally, kung emotional ka, pagbagsak mo, gusto mo sumugod agad din eh. Diba?
I also don't know if there's something that happened to the plays prior na nagkaroon na ng konting, diba? Was there something that already that led to this situation? But obviously, I think it was just that incidental elbow on that box-out sequence na medyo napareake itong si Gonzalez.
Okay. I think we have the verdict. Let's listen in to Richard Campos.
Technical foul on number 35 of Bulacan, Eugene Gonzalez. Technical foul on number 17 of Pasig City, Japs Bautista. Both were unsportsmanlike behavior. And unsportsmanlike foul is called on Bulacan Cuyas, number 35, Eugene Gonzalez. Combining with a technical foul, Eugene Gonzalez will be disqualified from the game or out of the playing court.
And that's the aftermath of what happened. So, pretty much nag-cancel out lang yung technical fouls dahil, yun nga, parang siya nag-ambahan. Kaya lang, yung after that, yung tulak, merited an unsportsmanlike foul from Eugene Gonzalez. So, he is out of the game.
Parang wala namang tinamaan yung left elbow. It was really just more of the motion of the box out. But you know, in the heat of the moment, especially kung naghahabol ka, mataas ang emosyon, that could be the case for Gonzalez right there.
Bautista will make the technical... Oh, actually, these are the free throws because of the unsportsmanlike foul. He hits both.
And that will give them ball possession as well.
Pasig creating a momentum for themselves up now with their biggest lead after trailing by as many as 13 points.
And they're plus 13 here in the third quarter, 23-10. The struggles have continued for Bulacan.
Jem Cruz will launch a free and he hits it.
Usually when you hesitate on a three like that, you don't go it, don't fire. The defense actually goes and closes out, especially like a shooter like him. Pero si Jem Cruz na-shoot ang tres pretty much like Aaron Estacio on the other end.
Binawi agad sa kabila. Medina. Bounce pass to Jem Cruz. Way off on that free, pero nandoon si Miko Dizon on the weak side. Another offensive rebound and put back.
No, he was a guy that was crucial in the first half, would always go for those offensive rebounds. Pero in the third quarter, it hasn't been the same for Miko Dizon. This offensive rebound to a second chance opportunity could be a new change and a new beginning once again here in the third quarter para kay Miko Dizon.
Malakas nga lang yung kanyang free throw. Pero babalik ang bola sa Bulacan. Benedicto sumalaksak. Can't finish.
Oh, it's going to be an Aaron Estasio on the box out. Might have pushed si Miko Dizon. Two free throws for Miko Dizon.
Minute and 27 left. Miko Dizon back at the line. Free throws have been a problem for Miko Dizon. 1 out of 3. Ayaw din yung pangalawa, pero nagbigay na naman ng offensive rebound ng Pasig. Another chance for Miko Dizon to get to the line, atone for those couple of misses.
Napapailing na lang siya at napapakamot ng ulo because all the opportunities are so close. It's up there but somehow it is not draining in for Miko Dizon.
Babalik sa loob si Jacob Galicia. Meron na siyang 24 points at 11 rebounds. Sa kabilang dako naman si Jem Cruz. 13 markers and 14 boards. So, a couple of guys having a double-double. Miko Dizon, naipasok na yung kanyang unang free throw. 2 for 2 this time. Matak checks in for Jerome Garcia.
So Sharvin not taking anything for granted. He wants to finish the quarter strong, returns his veterans and stars here in the ballgame.
Penalty na, pareho pupunan. Gabo Espinosa itatawagan.
Ganda na nung kanyang press. He was able to contain the dribbler. He was already in front, but that right arm hooked to the ball handler. So that is an obvious foul on Gabo Espinosa.
Andre Romanes from Manila Central University hit a free earlier. Mintis yung unang free throw. Played under coach Ian Racela. Sama-sama sila dyan eh. Nila MJ Hoson. Saka si, if you know this guy, si DJ Lacunsay, now
Yes,
at National University.
That's right. Yung dumunk off a free throw.
Pang NBA yung dunk niya. Yung ginawa niya dun. Dunking over Datu Ali Adas.
Kaya ako, nung nakuha ng N yun, eh napangiti na lang din ako eh.
Next year, lalaro na yan, di ba? This season pala.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
He's already part of the lineup this coming season. 6'4", DJ Laconsay.
Watch out for that guy. Could really jump out of the gym. Pumwersa si Aaron Estasio.
Ganda ng press eh. All you have to do really is if you are going for that blindside press, all you have to do really is stay in front. Wait for your teammate to get it off the blind side. Itong si Andre Jacob did a perfect job. Even before the blind side, that left arm of Aaron Estasio was already called for a charge.
Ganyan-ganyan sumikat yung Lasal nung early 2000s. Yung ganyang klaseng press, no?
Anong tawag doon? Sila France do eh.
May tawag ba doon?
Kay ano kasi
Kay Coach Aldin Ayo, Mayhem.
Mayhem, kay Coach Alden. Pero
iba
meron
din yun
yung mga pumarin, meron din
meron
tawag.
din,
I forgot what it's called. It's not Mayhem. But that press of the Pumarins was a really...
It was terrifying for the rest of the field.
Either it's France, it's Dindo, or si Manong. Lahat yan talagang nakapress yung mga Pumarin.
5 seconds left here in the third. Enough time. Nico Tizon will lay it in.
Buti na lang, nakatingin sila sa oras. Did not panic. Knew that there was about 2 seconds left. Nico Dizon made sure to put that ball in the basket, cutting it to a 2-possession ball game. Pero ang kalamangan, nasa Pasig na.
Lamang na sila ng 4 after trailing by 4 at the half. Now, heading to the fourth, 72-68 in favor of Pasig City.
Ito ang inaabangan talaga year after year because the best of the best are here. At
He wants the crowd to get into this, ladies and gentlemen. Some bad drop.
What a play.
There you go. And that win!
Oh my!
Have a new champion this year.
Welcome to the MPBL All-Stars!
Ayan na po yung ating starters sa North Division. David Defonso, kay Manny Ladi, Raven Gonzalez, Orlan Romar, and Warlo Bata. So not part of the top 3 pero nandyan as a starter. Nick Cabanyero, Sed Manzano, John Nermal, Mark Meneses, Hesed Cabo naman ang starters ng South All-Stars.
Nakakilig yung mga starters, no? Parang alam mong magandang battle agad. You know, you look at the names,
Yeah.
it's well-balanced. It's different kinds of players for both squads, pero alam mong talent-wise, match na match itong dalawang teams na to.
And you saw the All-Star game last season. It went down the wire. And it was pretty competitive. It wasn't the typical All-Star game na petiks-petiks lang. Quarter scoring natin, ha? 8-point turnaround for Pasig in the third period.
Better quarter para dito sa Pasig. It was 2 different sides for Pasig. They slowed down the offense of Bulacan on their defensive end. Tapos sa kanila naman, pag naka-force na sila ng turnover, unang mintes, takbo naman ang Pasig sa kabilang panig. That really got them the lead in the third quarter.
Tinawagan ng offensive foul si Warlo Batak.
He's saying that there was someone holding him down. Itong si Warlo Batak, we really couldn't see it from our angle, but he's not happy with that call.
Bira natin makitang magreklamo.
Oo,
sa
tama.
foul.
Exactly.
Screen
That's gonna be
provided
charged.
by Moralejo. Tinamaan siya ni Felix Burgos.
Oh, they're gonna call it sportsman-like. It's referee Anthony Lunar.
Regular foul muna pero titignan nila kung posibleng ma-upgrade ito. Ayun, kasi may
Above the head.
wind up eh. Saka may wind up din eh.
First game pa lang yan ni referee Anthony Lunar, pero
Ngayon lang ba siya nag-referee?
oo. Understudy yan for the past few months. Tapos ngayon
Okay.
lang siya nagkaroon ng... Ngayon siya nabigyan. Pero ang maganda, walang takot si ref. First game, pag may nakita, pito natin.
Dapat naman. August 29 ang ating All-Star Saturday presented by Sports Plus.
Hindi pa nire-release yung other events din, no?
Hindi pa, pero balita ko magwa-1-on-1 daw kayo eh.
Tama.
Ayun, at sportsman-like foul. Hindi ko lang alam sino ka one-on-one mo. Si Joseph, si Coach Christian,
Number
Coach
35,
Juan.
Felix
Coach Juan.
Is fourth.
si Coach Mike. O baka si Daphne Cristobal, pwede rin.
Yun ako pinakalugi.
Magulang yun eh. Saka madaya yun.
Actually, yung mga courtside natin, kasi si Gianna magaling din to maglaro eh.
Oo nga.
Varsity to nung grade school eh. I think until high school, varsity to si Gianna.
Yan, basketball.
Fate Academy yan. Tama ba, G?
So kabatch niya sila, ano?
Ayan, Fate Academy.
Kabatch ba niya si Kirk saka si Vince?
Hindi, mas bata na yun. Mas matanda na yung
Mas
mga yun.
matanda na ba yung mga yun?
Mas matanda na yun. Pero Fate Academy yan. Ang tanong kung si Mika Abisamis marunong mag-basketball.
Alam ko marunong naman yun.
Marunong ba si Mika?
Oo, marunong sumigaw. Marunong rin mag-dribble. Palagay ko naman.
Tama.
Pero pinakamagulang dun, yung Daphne
Oo,
Cristobal.
panigurado. Panigurado. Pag may finals yung Gianna Llanes, Daphne Cristobal. Height versus gulang.
Kay Gianna ako.
Ay, Gianna tayo.
Oo.
Play it clean.
Jem Cruz lost his balance. Hindi makapaniwala si Japs Bautista na
Foul
siya pa
talaga.
tinawagan ng foul.
Off balance siya. It really went under the ball handler. Might be incidental, but that's still a foul on James Bautista. And yung lane ni Jem Cruz, obviously gonna be a foul on James Bautista.
Kasi siya nang itinamaan din dun eh. But the referees saw something that merited a foul. Coach pala ni Gianna si Kirk Long.
Hindi ko alam na nag-coach pala dun si Kirk Long.
And yung sister daw ni Kirk, si Jackie, was her teammate. At sabi din niya, may pahabol pa. Nag-one-on-one na daw pala kayo ni Gianna.
Oh! Way back. Siyempre, di ko na inaalala yung mga ganyan, di ba? Ayun, no? Si
Hi,
Miss
G.
Ayun, no?
On a
Ready
Wednesday
yan.
afternoon. Basket from Moralejo earlier cuts the lead down to 1. Pido, pocket pass. Galicia sumalo sa ilalim. Pinasahan si Warlo Batak. And Batak has a chance to notch a double-double as well.
That's what you love about Pasig. They're undermanned today's ballgame. No no John Gabriel. There's no Mark Maloles, Mike Lambino. Obviously not 100%. They tried him out for 2 minutes. A lot of guys are not here, but the fight in every player is still the same for Pasig.
May hatid sa atin na chika si Gianna Llanes.
Well, for Coach Alan, the good thing about having a young team like Bulacan, they need a quick breather between quarters, then they're ready to go again. Actually, napansin ng Kuyas na sa huling pakte ng third quarter, napapagod na ang Pasig. So they said they just need to push a little bit harder on offense. Jem Cruz actually took over the whiteboard last huddle, drawing up a few plays for his teammates so they can get those perfect shot positions. Ken and Juanito?
Thank you so much, G. So the observation for them, parang baligtad yun nangyari. Kasi yun nga, sinasabi ni Gianna na third quarter, parang napapagod yung Pasig. But it was Pasig City who turned things around late in that period, turning a 4-point deficit into a 4-point lead.
Well, yung Bulacan hindi naman nawala ng energy. Really, it was more on the decision-making that really lacked on them. The early shots that gave Pasig opportunities to run, the turnovers, the silly fouls. Ito yung mga nagbigay. And Pasig, as a veteran team, they want to be able to take advantage of those kinds of plays. Just like this, almost a turnover on the side of Bulacan. But they'll be lucky that they keep the ball alive and they swing the ball. It leaves someone open on the left wing.
Pangatlong press na yan ni Jonathan Medina. We are tied 74 apiece. Fadeaway jumper by Galicia will roll through. 26 points for Jacob Galicia.
If I was gonna make a footwork camp, the first coach I would call is Jacob Galicia. Off of the catch, ang linis ng kanyang footwork. Obviously, no travels coming from Jacob.
Pasa ni Batak, papunta kay Bautista. Mintes, Batak sneaks in for the offensive rebound. Got hit.
Alam natin, coming to the ballgame, Warlo was not 100% already. So might have hit his previous injuries. Etong si Warlo Batak, he seems to be okay. Pero sabi nga nila, at this point of the season, imposibleng wala pang nararamdaman yung katawan mo with the wear and tear of a long season like the MPBL.
Minsan, mas mahaba pa sa NBA season.
Oo.
MPBL. Galicia drew a foul on Jem Cruz.
Napakahirap depensahan sa poste ni Jacob Galicia. You go close to him, he gets to fish for a foul. You give him a little space, yung kanyang fader is very elite. When you give him that driving lane, has elite footwork, so it's just so hard to defend Jacob Galicia.
This free throw brought to you by Extreme, ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. Averaging 15.3 points per ball game. 6 double-doubles this season. Season high, 28 for Jacob Galicia. Medina, goes baseline, tinamaan sa ulo. Sitting down on the canvas.
I was checking if they were gonna go for a challenge here, pero Coach Arvin does not go for it. Decides to save it up for the latter part of the quarter. It's been 2 free throws for Jonathan Medina.
From Florida Blanca, Pampanga, Jonathan Medina. Kagaya ng Acop brothers, ang kanyang first sport ay baseball din.
Doon ako mas nagulat. Taga Pampanga at ang first sport baseball. Eh parang pangalawang religion na yung basketball dyan sa Pampanga eh.
Nagulat din ako eh. Pero yun nga, no? Kabilang siya dyan sa multi-sport athlete. 78-75 after the free throws. Pido taking his time. Pass it off. Japs Bautista on target from downtown.
It's a good swing pass coming from Warlo Batak. Does not force anything on his end. He did not go for the drive. Saw that there was a shooter on the corner, gave it up, and the 3 is made by Japs Bautista.
Moralejo dumps it down low to Nico Dizon. Another foul against Pasig City.
And the only thing that's keeping Bulacan alive is their free throws. Because they're fishing for a lot of fouls, which is going to put Pasig early in the penalty. They are actually still in the ball game, but they cannot run. They really can't execute on their half-court setup. They're having a hard time making their baskets. But these free throws is still giving them a glimmer of hope here in the ball game.
Manny Pay, the digital wallet built for the community. Nico Dizon making a living at the line today. Two for two again. 5 of 8 from the free throw line. A total of 13 points to go along with 7 rebounds. Pabasa 4 ang lamang ng Pasig City. Bulacan naman ang nakasona sa depensa. Batak tumira sa 3, way off. They will let him take those shots from the outside.
A little too early on the shot clock. Keith Pido not happy with that decision by Warlo Batak. They wanted to swing the ball to hope for a better shot opportunity. Medyo nanggigil si Warlo Batak on that opportunity.
Meron din siyang, I don't know if you watched that game. He had that 3-point attempt when I think Argente made a 3. Nung lumamang na to yung may kawayan eh. He was trying to answer back to tie the ball game up. Yung kanilang meltdown in the 4th. Estacio ay tinawagan ng foul, pang-5 na niya yan.
Talking about Warlo Batak, he has the green light to shoot. Obviously, we know that he has the capability to. Siguro ang dito na kay Warlo Batak, it's the timing on when to do it. On the play after, this was the call on the Estacio. Good thing he was not called for faking a foul there. Pero foul out pa rin si Aaron Stash.
First free throw good for Jonathan Medina. Extreme ang subok at kompletong appliances brand ng Pilipinas. 12 points for Jonathan Medina. 81-79. Inside, J. Gars can convert. Tapigan ng bola. Medina tumatakbo. Thought about that 3. Jem Cruz. No hesitation. Short. Medina's tried to save it, but to the wrong guy, Bautista. Baseball pass. Jerome Garcia drew a foul once more.
I'm not sure if Jonathan Medina needed to save that basketball. I thought that there was a blue shirt that touched it last. That could have gave them an opportunity to inbound the ball off the side.
We have a challenge on that last foul call. Challenge sa lansang. Once a coach's challenge, we'll be back for the result.
Kapag may labay nagkakaisa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yung mayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang puhunan. Basketball muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo.
Upon review, the challenge was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful challenge, so the call sticks. Jeff Bruce, yan.
Yung pinakayo pagkalaban ng mga veterano, yung nauutakan ka lang, yung akala mo may isahan mo na on a block, akala mo ma-out-hustle mo na, tapos mamaya-maya, hala, pagbaba mo, alam mo nang makukuhanan ka ng foul. This is just pure IQ and experience coming from these guys.
Alam mong naisahan ka eh. Garcia, 2 for 2 at the line, 8 out of 11 from the free throw line. He has a total of 18 points. Pasig City up by 4. Cruz. Pass to Joshua Moranejo. Swing pass, Kenneth Castillo. That rims out. Batak secures another board.
He's made a lot of those in today's ball game. Medyo masakit na ngayon pa siya nagmintes. Itong si Kenneth Castillo, but a lucky break. Kit Pido could not get in control of the basketball. Turnover for Pasig.
Past the halfway point of the fourth, Medina continues his hot shooting from 3. 4 out of 4 from that distance. He has a total of 15 points.
Medina's 15, 4, and 2. A guy that's been hitting big baskets on the side of Bulacan.
Off the back iron on that 3-point attempt by Japs Bautista. Backdoor cut, deflected, stolen away by Pasig City. Batak, pass to Jerome Garcia. Strong drive to the cup.
And every time you make a mistake against a veteran team, they are able to take advantage early. You don't want to make your mistakes because like this, 2 turnovers straight. This could be another basket para dito sa Pasig.
Galicia going to work off the glass. 30 points, a career high for Jacob Galicia.
Turnovers, ito lang ang pumapatay para dito sa Bulacan. You know, they're doing right. They're able to make their baskets right here. But whenever they make a mistake, Pasig is able to take advantage. Pero sa kabilang panig, masakit yan. Nico Dizon with the big 3.
Babasa dalawa ang lamang. 87-85. 3.5 remaining in the fourth. Pido. Tight pass. Galicia recovers. Batak will take the free. No good. Nico Dizon quietly contributing to the cause of Bulacan. Medina. Pass to Nico Dizon. Count it, plus the foul.
That's a great decision by Jonathan Medina. Did not force the 3-pointer. A fake, a hesitation. Sees a small space, goes for the drive off the help of Jabs. Sees Nico Dizon on the middle. And is able to get that basket in one and a chance to get the lead for Bulacan.
Every game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sports book of the MPBL. Nico Dizon with 18 points and 7 rebounds. Missing the bonus free throw So this game remains tied at 87 apiece. 3 minutes remaining in regulation.
They have to be able to execute here.
Garcia for 3. Too strong. Batak glides in for the rebound. Jay Gars moves closer. Short. Another opportunity for Pasig here. They will reset their offense. 7 on the shot clock. Couple of pump fakes by Keith Pido. Got Medina up in the air.
Well, they've been calling that consistently the whole ball game. Ito yung mga counting fake, wait for the guys to go down and able to fish for a foul.
Steal of the game brought to you by the Extreme Boom 3 waterproof speaker. Unstoppable sound, ultimate power.
This was the layup that got the lead up to 5, pero ang bilis ng kasagutan. In under a minute, Bulacan is able to answer back, but Pasig now able to get the lead back to them.
Another close game with these two teams involved. 2 for 2 at the line for Keith Pido. Moralejo. Bumagsak si Keith Pido. Lumusob sa loob si Miko Dizon. What a game for Miko Dizon. He now has 20 points.
Keith Pido asking for a charge there off of the screen. No foul was called.
Garcia, quick catch and shoot off the back iron. 89 all.
This was the play prior to this. Keith Pido was asking for a charge. Miko Dizon stayed. Tumama lang on that hip area, but there was no extra movement coming from Miko Dizon, getting his 20th point of the ball game with that pick and roll. But Jacob Galicia, a chance for him to extend his scoring to 31 or 32 here in the ball game.
What a performance for Jacob Galicia. Making good on his first free throw.
Kausap ko to bago yung ball game. Sabi niya, kulang-kulang kami brother, daming wala. And I don't know if that was a sign for him to score more or he was really worried that ang dami nilang wala. Pero obviously, step-up game, Jacob Galicia is there to show up.
Clutch free throws for Jacob Galicia. 32 points, 13 rebounds, 14 of 19 from the field, 4 of 4 from the line. We are down to the last 2 minutes, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Moralejo goes to Miko Dizon, powers through and scores 22 points, 17 in the second half for Miko Dizon.
What can't he do today? Everything he wants, a floater, a fader, off a roll, off a pop. Miko Dizon is playing terrific. 22 na yan para kay Miko Dizon.
Nawala ang bola sa Pasig City. They could review it under the last 2 minutes.
Under 2, yes. Dito hirap yung Pasig eh. When it's a half-court setup on half-court setup, Pasig has not been able to really score that well in this ball game. They wait for Bulacan to turn the ball over or a bad miss, and then they run it out. Here in this last play, not very clear with that angle. But obviously, on a half-court setup, medyo mas hirap etong Pasig in getting their baskets.
Parang si Keith Pido, last touch.
Could be Bulacan's ball.
Biggest lead of Bulacan in the first half was at 13 points. Pasig City, their first taste of the league came in the third quarter where they turned things around, outscored Bulacan by 8 points. But Miko Dizon coming alive late in the fourth.
Kanina naghahanap si Coach Alan Salangsang ng who could be the big that could contribute well in this ball game. Tried out a few guys. Marge De Leon, Gonzalez was thrown out of the ball game with 2 technicals. The guy, the answer, Miko Dizon.
Going into Super Saiyan mode, 22 points and 8 rebounds. Pero may oras pa, Bulacan with the basketball. Medina. Pass to Joshua Moralejo. Wants a screen. Now he puts it on the floor. Pulls up and puts it in to give the lead back to Bulacan.
Did not see any other option. May denial on the post. Could not give the swing pass. Went for it on his own. The left hand giving him some space. The lead is now with Bulacan.
Galicia hesitated. Now goes up. Can't convert. Pass to the outside. Garcia for the lead. Air ball. Mananatili ang possession sa Pasig City.
They could review that here. Pero again, the same thing, the same problem. Half-court setup. Pasig could not execute any good play. Forced shots. Those were 2 attempts. Pero lahat parang hirap na hirap itong Pasig City.
Batak wasn't able to get an attempt. Both Galicia and Garcia had good looks. And remember, Pasig City, they've had 3 game-winning shots by Warlo Batak against Basilan, Mindoro, and Valenzuela. But after those 3, they had that heartbreaking loss against Maykawayan where they were already ahead by 16 points in the last 2 minutes and a half. They have a chance to make amends today. Manatili sa kanila ang possession. Last touch, si Miko Dizon.
Pasok yung kamay na itong si Miko Dizon. So that ball will stay with Pasig.
Baseline inbound, Pido, naghanap ng papasahan. Having trouble, Corpus. Jump shot is good.
No, this is a guy that when it comes to the end game, he has the confidence to take it. There was a game where he did not score at all in the overtime period. 4 points. Itong si Felix Corpus, another step-up game for Felix.
It was against Sarangani in Binyan. And then he had that game winner last year in Nueva Ecija against Imus. Got away with the travel, but still made that game-winning shot from beyond the arc.
Falling away to the left, but still able to make the 3. So again, the late game, si Felix Corpus, siya na naman ang makakashoot dito. But what a game by Jacob Galicia. A double-double, but the career high, more importantly, for Jacob.
Career high in points. 32 big ones to go along with 13 rebounds. We'll pause for a break. We'll be back. Alright. Possession pa rin sa Bulacan. Natapik pa ni Jacob Galicia palabas sa loop. Off his fingertips. Jem Cruz will trigger it in. Miko Dizon for 3. Went for the 2-for-1.
That was a little bit early for Miko Dizon.
About a 5-second differential between shot and game clock. Batak. Can he add another game-winning basket to his resume? Goes up, no good. Moralejo, someone is ahead. March De Leon. Fouled with 9/10 of a second.
The good thing that Josh Moralejo was able to give up that basketball. He thought that the whistle was because of the game clock. This was Warlo Batak, blocked, well defended. Tumakbo to si Josh Moralejo, medyo napatigil na eh. One, good thing he gave up that basketball. Marge able to decelerate and get a foul, but this free throws will be very important for Marge De Leon.
Pasig City was complaining that March De Leon got away with a traveling violation.
Could they review this though? I don't think they can review this.
Hindi nila pwede overturn. Pwede lang mangyari is if Pasig City has a challenge, they could challenge it.
On the side of Bulacan, all you have to do is shoot the first shot and miss the second.
Right. Crucial yung unang free throw.
This was the run. I don't think there's a travel there. That's a 1-2.
Oo. Malinaw eh. Yung gather, no?
The only thing there is that, although you cannot call it before, is that if that was a 24, kung 50-50 ball pa rin siya, no one in clear possession, could have been a stop and ball goes to side of Bulacan. But there was no stoppage. The play continues. But if you're challenging the travel, it's not a travel, March de Leon.
Pasig still has a couple of timeouts. But like you said, that could be moot. Especially if De Leon hits the first free throw. He could opt to miss the second one, not give a chance for Pasig City to inbound the basketball. And advance to the front court.
All-important call for the referees here.
Bulacan on an 8-game losing streak. All right, we'll pause for a break. We'll be right back.
Bawat bayan ay sumasaya kapag may labay nagkakaisa. Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, basketball na. Ang bawat labay pinaghahandaan, kaya yumayanig ang bakbakan. Todo suporta ang lahat sa kanya-kanyang pupunan. Basketball na muna tayo, iwasan na ang mga bisyo. Sports ang laging iisipin, sa droga ay huwag paalipin. Buong bansa'y magsama-sama. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, MPBL na, MPBL na. Yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. MPBL na, yan ang liga ng bawat Pilipino, sa Luzon, sa Visayas, sa Mindanao. Ang bawat laban ay nakakakaba, dahil sa husay ng bawat isa. Sigawan ay yumayanig kapag nag-3 points na. Bawat baya'y di matatalo, buong barangay ay suportado. Kahit ano
Upon reviewing, the last call has been nullified. It's a shot clock violation. Bulacan Cuyas, the Generals basketball.
Man, that's a big call. Now you understand why Bulacan is upset because they were expecting March de Leon to shoot 2 free
I know.
throws.
Well, we talked about this. This was the only thing that you can actually challenge, but this was already far out. This was already done. There was no one in control of the basketball off of that block. You see here, the ball was 50-50. The shot clock ends right here. So no one in clear possession of the ball. You should have called it there. You should have ended it there. But because there was no whistle, the play continues. So Bulacan was expecting a foul right here. But then, this will be a review with a second, with 5.5 remaining. Babalik ang bola para sa Bulacan.
So yun yung consolation if you're Bulacan. You still retain the possession.
Pinapanood natin. Take over, hard tayo. We switch it on. We switch it on. We switch it on. What's up lang? No foul. No foul, pare. No foul.
Jem! Marge! Si
ko. Marks. Ito ka na, pare. Okay tayo? Angat ka ng konti. Dito ka. Okay tayo? Dito, pare. Dito tayo. Screen. Okay, 5 seconds ha. Pare, pag-pen natin. Go. Pag hindi, pare. Pag wala ka, screenan mo yun.
Ako na lang babakit.
Si ano? Okay
Tapos,
tayo?
tingnan nyo ako babakit. Pagka umabol sa inyo.
Sabay. Dito ka. Dito ka, March. Dito ka, Medina. Okay, down screen. Okay. Pag meron, pag wala, screenan mo si ano. Screenan mo si Morelejos. Okay, kakakta. 5 seconds ka pa. Let's go.
All right, that's the last timeout of Bulacan. They have the possession, 5.5 seconds remaining. Pasig, especially if they get the basketball back, they still have a couple of timeouts left. Here we go.
And all they want is switch all on this.
Moralejo, 2 seconds remaining. Will pull up for the win. No good. And we are going into overtime.
Not a lot of options on the side of Bulacan. Only a one-on-one between Moralejo and his defender, but still a good attempt on the side of Bulacan. Pero overtime tayo dito on our first game.
But this was a rhythm shot for him. Just could not put it in. We need 5 extra minutes to decide this ball game between Bulacan and Pasig City. They are knotted at 93 apiece.
Sa bawat laro, may kasama ka. Sa lahat ng hamon, may backup ka. Kasangga sa lahat. Kasabay na aangat. Dahil sa bawat pagsubok, di ka nag-iisa. Sa bawat galaw, may puntos ka. At lahat dapat sama-sama. Kaya sa labang hanggang dulo, pusong palaban ang sikreto. Sports Plus MPBL. Tatak panalo.
Some tense moments to end regulation, but ultimately we need more time to decide this ball game between Pasig City and Bulacan. Medina has yet to miss from beyond the arc. That's his first. Jem Cruz spots up, puts it in from downtown to open up the scoring here in overtime.
That was well defended by Felix Corpus. May kamay on that shot attempt, but on a second opportunity, Jem Cruz just found that he had the rhythm to take the three, gets the first field goal of the overtime period.
Jem Cruz flirting with a triple-double, 16 points to go along with 16 rebounds and 8 assists. Galicia sa poste. No whistle. Thought he got fouled. Cruz the pass to Andre Acop. Cruz is feeling it. Shoots it over Galicia. No good. Last touch si Andre Acop. Bola babalik sa mga naka-asul.
Jem Cruz, heat check in the overtime period. Not the best.
Pasig City, their chance to answer right back. Marlo Batak to Keith Pido. Corpus will put it on the floor. Batak will attack off the glass. Gumulong palabas. Galicia with another rebound. Pasa sa labas. Bautista. Batules. Galicia, the cleanup job. Jacob Galicia with 34 points.
Alongside 15 rebounds para dito kay Jacob Galicia. He's been doing everything, but they're still currently down by 1.
Cruz will retreat. Sizing up the defense of Jacob Galicia. Now he will attack. Left it short.
I've been doing all the damage here. Itong si Jem Cruz, pero doon mas basa na siya. They try to close him down. That's a good defense by Jacob Galicia. Chance for them to take the lead.
Bautista sa poste. Spins baseline. Floats it up and in.
What a read. You know, sometimes what they teach you just gotta feel your back where the defender is. Naramdaman ni Japs Bautista, nakalapit ng defender, went for the spin. There was no help side. The floater will give them that lead.
97-96. The lob up top. Akop fails to complete it. Felix Corpus jumper off target.
Merong may hesitation dito kay Felix Corpus. Wasn't really sure if he wanted to take the shot.
Marge De Leon fouled. Ang tatawagan si Jacob Galicia.
I think this could be a good challenge. Looks like all ball on the side of Pasig, but this was that spin earlier. Just uses back to feel where the defender is. Josh Moralejo was too close, and he was able to get that spin on the other end. Marge De Leon missing on the first free throw.
That's his first miss from the line. He was 5 out of 5 prior to that miss. 13 points. 5 of 6. Make that 6 of 7. Tabla na tayo, 97 all. Benedictos, pinasok sa loob ng Bulacan.
Shooter for a shooter. Herald Benedictos could stretch out things para dito sa Bulacan.
Keith Pido. Will pull up from 17 feet. Ball ends up with Joshua Moralejo. He will push. 5-on-3 fast break. Akop. Foul drawn against Keith Pido. Third foul laban kay Keith Pido.
4 versus 3. Gusto nila agad to take advantage of that numbers game and able to get the foul is Andre Akop. Mabigat ang mga free throws na ito because this could get the lead back para dito sa Bulacan.
Nabang na ulit ang Kuyas. 9 points for Andre Akop. You could see some guys visibly tired already. Akop 2 for 2 at the line. 99-97. We are down to the last 2 minutes of overtime, brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Batak. Drives, follows it up, wala.
A little 2-4 from Warlo Batak. They had an advantage on the post kay Jacob Galicia. They couldn't find him. Warlo goes for the attack, but still good recovery from the defense. Forced on the floater is Warlo.
Moralejo, tightly guarded by Pido, almost came away with a steal. Miko Dizon will put up a free, short. Got it back. Benedictos will try and get it to go!
He's been struggling all game, but if you have the confidence of a Herald Benedictos, then the green light is always there for you. 3 seconds into the 14, he saw that there was a lot of space to take it, and Herald Benedictos extends the lead up to 5.
Magic bunot ni Coach Alan Salangsang, just inserted here. Midway in overtime, knocks down a big triple to give them a 5-point lead.
Si Jacob. Gap. Okay. Warlo. Joy. Felix, ha? Okay, Felix away. Okay. Warlo, go corner. Kap, bigyan mo na magandang screen, ha? Tingnan mo yan. Kap, pag nag-switch at medyo okay, tingnan mo muna, tingnan mo yun. Pero kung wala, pwede mo itira. Now, kung wala nangyari, Noy! Wait, eto tayo ha. Tingnan mo to. Kung wala, handoff tayo. Diretso, tingnan mo yung short corner. Come on.
The late game execution of Pasig City being tested again by the Bulacan Kuyas.
They've had a hard time in executing in the late game situations on a half-court setup. They were having a good job. They were doing a good job in forcing turnovers, forcing misses, then takbo sa kabilang panig. But during times like this, they have to be able to make some baskets itong Pasig.
Warlo Batak just 4 out of 22 from the field. Galicia receives it. Felix Corpus. Bautista sidestep, kicks it out. Corpus for free. Can't get it to go. 9th rebound for Miko Dizon.
Almost a travel on Japs Bautista. Nag-react yung buong bench nitong Bulacan. So, mean 2 free throws. A chance for Josh Moralejo to extend this into a 3-possession ball game.
Bautista will foul out. Japs Bautista, 12 points, 6 rebounds. A minute left in overtime. Moralejo hits his first free throw. Moralejo, another solid job of distributing the ball. Only has 8 points but 4 rebounds and 9 assists. Clutch free throw to put them up by 7. Batak has struggled in this ball game. Inside, Galicia. Foul from behind. Si Galicia, kita mo, no? Pagod na pagod.
Oo.
His hands on his knees.
He's played almost the whole ball game. Itong si Jacob Galicia. There are no other bigs on the side of Pasig. Jacob Galicia has already played 41 minutes in this ball game and we've only played 44. So 3 minuto lang in total ang pahinga na itong si Jacob Galicia. Malamang sa malamang masarap ang hapunan na itong si Jacob Galicia.
Pero syempre gusto nila makapag-uwi ng panalo. Galicia hits the free throw. Has yet to miss from the line. 5 out of 5. 35 points with 17 rebounds and 2 steals. Desperately trying to keep Pasig City in it. .36 points. Jem Cruz. Naipasa kay Moralejo. They will burn some time. 9 seconds on their shot clock. Moralejo escapes, sidestep, dumps it down low. Medina is free in the paint.
Good smarts by Josh Moralejo. Didn't force the issue, went for the drive. Even with 2 seconds left, still gave up that basketball to get the 2-pointer. Jacob Galicia. Oh, there will be an unsportsmanlike right now. It's not going to be on Jacob Galicia.
38 points, 18 rebounds, but parang siya din ang tatawagan ng unsportsmanlike foul.
Yeah, late game emotions na lang yan coming from Jacob Galicia. If you put your heart into the ball game and you're still down, you wouldn't like to be down right now. Obviously, an extension of that elbow coming from Jacob Galicia.
Didn't need to do that because kita mo naman na pagod na pagod. Probably the mental fatigue more than anything else coming into play. But this is still a winnable game for Pasig. Right. I mean, anything could happen.
Especially after those 2 missed free throws. A turnover right here or probably a foul to another missed free throw could still keep them alive in the ball game.
You need to foul quick. So Moralejo back at the free throw line. Where he is 5 out of 6.
Masakit lang dyan si Jacob Galicia. Matatawagan ng foul. Pang-5 na yan ni Jacob Galicia. What a well-played game coming from Jacob Galicia. Double-double. An MPBL career high in terms of points, but not the finish that Jacob Galicia wanted with them down by 6 with 14 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Joshua Moralejo, silky smooth from the line, heading into this game, shooting 88.9%. And he cans both. Back to a 3-possession ball game. Batak drives. Hits the deck. And foul will be called on Bulacan. Will also foul out, but also a solid outing for March De Leon. 14 points, 6 rebounds, And I thought that offensive rebound he had earlier. Took a tough fall. He is up and okay, Eduardo Batak.
I remember early in the broadcast, na-report ni G that itong si Coach Alan Salangsan is really looking for a big to step up in terms of them already even looking this early for the next seasons to come. But the bigs today showed up para dito sa Bulacan. Marge De Leon, itong si Miko Dizon, even Jem Cruz had 16 rebounds in the ball game. So, gotta credit the players of Bulacan today for stepping up big time, especially against a guy like Jacob Galicia.
Corpus will also foul out.
Third guy to foul out para sa Pasig.
Yeah. Carlo Batak, 12 points, 16 rebounds, 8 assists. But just 4 out of 22 from the field. Jem Cruz, 17 points, 16 boards, and 8 assists. And Bulacan hitting the crucial free throws down the stretch. And they pull off a victory here. That shot will count for Mark Lopez. What a way for Bulacan to end an 8-game losing streak. They've been winless for almost 2 months already. But they pick up a big win at the expense of Pasig City.
Well, once again, the same problem para sa Pasig City. The strong start of Bulacan gave them enough energy in the beginning of the ball game for them to be able to know that they can compete against Pasig City, who are still in the playoff run. What's bigger news for Bulacan is this win will keep them alive in the play-in race. Maybe 2 more wins, 2 games behind number 10. And this will keep them still hunting for new victories.
Best player of the game brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Chipping in across the board was Jem Cruz.
Well, just talking about the whole statistics, kompleto ang binigay nito ni Jem Cruz. Wasn't the biggest impact in terms of him playing in 1 quarter, but all throughout the 5 quarters that we played, Jem Cruz stayed consistent, and that big 3 to start the overtime period was big for them to get the rhythm and eventually the win para dito sa Bulacan.
Jem is standing by with Gianna.
Congratulations to our best player of the game, Jem Cruz. Nakikita ko, napakalaki yung ngiti mo because you guys just snapped an 8-game losing streak. Gaano kasarap sa pakiramdam itong panalo?
Masarap kasi 8-game wins streak, ang dami. Tsaka talagang gustong-gusto talaga namin yung mga past games namin, laging gano'n na naman. Kaya gustong-gusto talaga namin manalo. Yun talaga, kahit gusto namin, laban lang talaga.
Nakita ko nga sa huddles, napaka hands-on mo. Minsan kinukuha mo pa yung whiteboard, ikaw pa yung nagsusulat ng mga play. So, bakit talagang mahalaga para sa iyo maging parte ng kupunan na ito?
Kasi yung culture na binibuild up namin sa team na to, kailangan talagang walang liliko, puro diretso lang, puro panalo. Gusto namin lumalaban, gusto ng management lumalaban.
Jem, dito nga yung teammates mo. Hindi lang ikaw yung nagtrabaho ngayon, pero everybody stepped up as well. Ano yung mensahe mo para sa kanila?
Thank you sa kanila. Hindi namin makukuha yung panalo na to kung hindi rin dahil sa kanila, sa coaches, sa management, lahat kay Lord. Maraming salamat.
Pasalamatan mo naman lahat ng sumusuporta sa kupunan nyo.
Unang-una kay Lord, binigay sa amin panalo. Maraming salamat, Lord. Binabati ko po si Kuya Jonathan, si Alvarado, si Kapian, the Generals, si Christian Natividad, Mayor, si Matt Cristeo Cruz, 5 Travelers Construction, Chef Tina's Catering, and Josa and Jazz Baredo, Juan Kaizen Fitness Gym, tapos yung asawa ko nanonood, buntis. Si Boss King, Riot Family, tapos yung family ko sa Baliwag, si Mami, si Daddy, si Miggy, si Rain, mga kapatid ko, mga pinsa ko, yun, lahat. Maraming salamat.
Congratulations to our best player of the game and of course to the Bulacan Cuyas D Generals. Our player of the game is brought to you by Sports Plus, the official sportsbook of the MPBL. Back to you, Ken and Juanito.
Thank you so much, G. Up next, the One Bataan Risers will battle the Abras Solid North Weavers in our second game. Huwag kayong alis mga kaliga, magbabalik po ang MPBL.
Sa Mindanao. Liga Pilipinas Basketball